All right, looking forward to it, Field. Time for a playoff pick'em edition of Jump Ball, starting with the play-in game tonight. Jackie, who you got? Pacers or Wizards?
You know, when I was watching the Pacers destroy Charlotte, George, earlier in the week, it made me remember, you know what, before injuries, they were a pretty good team. Sabonis looked great, Bogdan looked good. They looked keenly interested in continuing. I couldn't say the same for the Wizards, so I'm going with the Pacers.
I have a hard time betting against a Russell Westbrook who is leaving the floor early, walking back to the locker room, shaking his head, clearly in disappointment. He said afterwards he wasn't feeling 100%. We know Bradley Beal's not at 100%, but it's a little bit of a toss-up for me because betting against a Russell Westbrook that is motivated, that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, I would agree.
Especially without Karis LeVert.
Yep, I will add that. The Wizards also took control of this series during the regular season, although I don't put a ton of stock in that. I feel like Russ is angry about what transpired the other night, and I think they get the win. But moving on to another matchup in the East, the 6 versus the 3, Heat and Bucks. Jackie, who you got, and how many games?
You know, this is going to be one of the best series of all. I love both of these teams, but I will say this. The X factor for the Bucks has been Jrue Holiday. They were 5-8 without him. He's been a great two-way player. He's shooting 52% on pull-up twos, George. But here's the thing. They cannot let the Heat get out to a big lead. I didn't know this till I just looked it up. The Bucks are 6-23 when trailing by double digits or more. That's not good news, so they better get ahead early on the Heat because they're a tough team.
I'm on the sidelines for this game. I am really looking forward to this matchup. One thing, though, I've been told by someone close to Jimmy Butler, he is locked in. He is focused. He hasn't played against these guys, you know, so there's a little bit of an X factor there, too, right? We know how Jimmy Butler gets, but there is so much riding on this series for the Milwaukee Bucks. They need to go far in the playoffs this year. There are a lot of implications. A lot of that rides on that Jrue Holiday.
Yep, I got Heat in 7. Look, to your point, Malika, playoff Jimmy is a real thing. I think Bam has taken a leap, and the Heat are healthy for the first time. They started the year 7-14, Jackie. They're 33-18 since, which is equal to all the other powers in the East.
George.
So there you go. Next up, 6-seed Blazers against the 3-seeded Nuggets. Jackie, who do you got? Blazers or Denver?
Well, you'd think we should take the Blazers because Jamal Murray got hurt such a long time ago, and we thought that would be it for the Nuggets. Not so fast. Michael Porter Jr. has broken out just the way we all thought he might. He's my runner-up for most improved player in the league behind Julius Randle. I think the Nuggets take this series.
The Nuggets are a tough matchup for the Blazers. They struggle against really dominant bigs like Nikola Jokic, who is likely going to be the league's MVP. It is hard to go against Denver in this series.
All right, I got Blazers in 7. Real quick, just give me a prediction, Jackie. Clippers-Mavs.
I'm taking the Clippers, two-headed monster to guard Luka and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Not too shabby.
Yeah, I just think the top of the totem pole there with those guys, the pyramid there is too strong. And look, I think Luka's great,
Absolutely.
but can you trust Porzingis? I think that's the question in that series. We'll see. I'll be on the sidelines for that one. Thank you, Malika. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you to Mark Spears. The Jump is off tomorrow.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.